What's up, YouTube? It's a Bolt Action Cuts here with a beard sculpt tutorial, and we're just gonna hop right in here and get this thing started by combing all the hair in the beard to the furthest point away from the face. And after that, we're gonna hit it with some holding spray. I like to use firm hold hairspray for this, and making sure that I'm getting it at the lineup too. And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and activate that holding spray with the cold shot on our blow dryer. So I'm just holding that cold shot button, getting that cold air in there, and making sure that it really gets the holding spray activated. That's gonna keep all those flyaways and stray hairs from running away from my clipper. You wanna always keep your lever closed for a beard sculpt because you wanna get the most precise cut you can. Everything about a beard sculpt is about the silhouette. So we're just trying to shape the silhouette and knock any of those hairs away that distract from the shape of the silhouette that I'm trying to create. So you can see right here, I'm just kind of setting the initial shape in. You can think of that as a first guideline. And then I'm kind of knocking some bulk out here to make it blend into that shape that I created and kind of making it blend and be more uniform. I'm taking stray hairs off, and this is all a very intuitive process, and the best way to learn how to do this is to just get in there and start doing it. I'm being slow and very precise as I do this. I'm taking off only the things that are not flattering to the shape. And as I set everything in a little bit more, it's finally time to move on to fading the beard in, which I like to start that with my lever open and then just kind of do some flicking play in there. And then I'll typically bring a 1 guard closed with the grain and then go back up against it, against the grain, and then bring a 1.5 into play. And from there, I'll just blend everything out with normal clipper work. And as I get everything even more precise and just take a couple more stray hairs that I see, you can see that I'm looking at them from behind, getting light behind them. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna set this backing line up to the beard. This is my favorite part of a beard. It is the part that is the most satisfying to me. And after setting it in a little bit, I'm gonna comb some of that hair, hit it, and then if that's still not doing the trick fully, I'm gonna take and hold it with the comb and set that in so that it's sharp no matter how much he plays with his beard, no matter how much he scratches it, that back line's sharp. And then we're gonna set in some even more precise lines at the neckline with the trimmers and still just taking a couple of hairs off of that silhouette. Of course, you gotta tap the mustache out a little bit. It took me a while to figure these angles out, guys, so they're not going to be the greatest, but we're going to grow together. Now I'm getting ready to go into the front, and that way I can start keeping the shape going all the way around, and I can match both the sides up together. One of the best ways to do a beard is from a front view. You can see every flyaway, and you can see what your line is looking like. Now I'm starting with the razor work on this side, but I realized you guys couldn't really see it, so I'm setting it in backhand, which is not how I would actually typically do this. I just couldn't find a good angle that my body wasn't hiding everything like that. But you can see we've already got that sharp, and it's just gonna get even sharper. We're gonna try to keep it as high as we can, keep it as close to connecting to the mustache as possible. And if we can't make it connect, we make it look like it can connect. Lots of things are about creating that illusion, and the white ash line is left by that hairspray. Now we're moving on to the other side, and it's gonna be the same steps. I'm just gonna bring the initial shape around to this side from the front. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm taking that good front view to see what's going on both sides. And I'm bringing that shape around and repeating the same steps that I did from the other side. It's always the same steps. While this is way more intuitive than just a normal fade, everything stays on a system. So once again, let me talk to you guys about getting a system. It is the best way to keep everything uniform and everything neat. If you have a system that works for you, keep perfecting that. Don't deviate from it. Doing a little bit of the fade work again. It was the same steps from the other side, and I'm just doing it to this side. What we do to one side, we have to do to the other. We want everything to be symmetrical, especially beard work. Most of my clients are really picky about their beards, and I take great pride in beard sculpts. So now I'm thinning out the mustache a little bit, tapping that in, tapping it in on the other side, making sure we get a nice, straight, sharp line. And as you can see, Caleb's cracking up because we love having fun in the chair. And as we continue to just take away flyaway after flyaway, you can see that silhouette coming together. You can see the whole thing coming together. And once again with the razor, you're going to kind of stretch the skin to where what would be a curved line makes a straight line. And then when you drop the skin again, boom, look at that curve. As I go and continue to work on this, I'm just gonna make sure I keep every line as sharp as I can so that the shape is really set off by those sharp lines. Everybody's beard is gonna grow differently from one side to the other. And it's our job as barbers to account for that and make everything look the same. So that's a lot of what I'm doing right here. A lot of what you're seeing me doing is going back and just making sure that everything's even. I'm getting a nice view from the front to check out how both sides are looking from the forward facing view. And as you can tell, beard sculpts are a very relaxing service for a client. You can tell that Caleb is just super relaxed and in his element right now. And now I'm just gonna make this line as precise as I can get it with my trimmer. Then I'm gonna clean up the rest of his neck and get that ready for the shaver work. And I'm gonna take care of any details I see right now. But after the shaver work, we're gonna move on to the final details that'll really just set this beard off and get it in here in the best way possible and get Caleb back in the game. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what I could do better. Let me know what kind of stuff you guys want to see. I will make it happen. Moving on to the shaver work. And the angle did change here because my camera died, so I had to pull out my iPhone. But now I'm just taking a couple of little flyaways with my shears. Shout out to Fresh Shears. They're an awesome company. And I'm just taking these trimmers and setting everything up as good as I can, hitting any detail that I missed. Like, this is the final detail work. This is the part where I separate myself from every other barber. The devil is definitely in the details, and it definitely pays off to take your time and be detail oriented. I know that a lot of my clients appreciate my attention to detail. It gets mentioned by them a lot. So I like to take the time to make sure that anything I see, I take care of. And I'm not just like, oh, this is sellable. Like, I want to make sure that I'm putting out the best quality product possible for my clients at all times. That's why I take the time to clean their eyebrows up and clean everything else up as I go. And here comes the aftershave. So this service is over. If this video helped you out, go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know. There you go, guys. That is the final product on the beard sculpt tutorial. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.